Live right now. You going live right now?
Yeah, and it should be the word is the ad. It's the word is ad.
Okay. I just tell them to swipe up on my story to go check out the live video.
This is all you guys. I'm just hanging out. Well, I'm gonna smoke a cigarette back there too. Does that bother you?
It does, but it's your space, man. You
Well, I don't want to fuck with you.
Yeah, it's fine, man.
You know,
it's not like, oh, I'm gonna beat your ass because you smoked a cigarette.
Well, I just don't want it to, like, if it really bothers you. But I could,
you said it's what's it called again? The Ward. What do you call it? The Warden podcast, right?
It's Warden's WARDENS.
Warden's podcast. All right.
Yeah, Warden's Midwest. Yeah.
Warden's with Midwest. Right.
Like Warden's like prison.
Warden. Okay. All right. Everybody. Hey, everybody, tune in right now. We're going live on Warden's Midwest podcast right now with Thrax and Warden Midwest. Make sure y'all swipe up when I got the link. No fuck up. Hey, everybody, swipe up right now. We're on Warden's Midwest podcast right now, so make sure y'all show some love and check out the interview. Go to Spark right now. We'll go to Spark up right now.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
So the reason why I'm blocking everything is because it's lamp, it's hard, is page ones, but everyone does back here for some reason.
Yeah.
Like this seems to be the place where they come.
Yes.
He hates it, so we can't open the door.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
Yeah.
And like I'm trying to escape anyway. It's fine.
I said,
God damn, babe.
If we're doing this in here, you gotta feel natural. Okay. That's fucking
Like look like John rolled this.
How can you tell? Because it's like dinged or something.
Yeah, it's like this is mine.
Perfect. Oh, I see. Oh,
Yeah.
I can tell in a second. Holy shit.
Harry Potter wand.
That's crazy.
Escobar.
That's crazy.
Nah, she just stuffed it really fat. That's why. Oh, actually on the floor?
Yeah, sweet.
Awesome, man. Just like the garage.
Yeah. That's where I was raised, in the garage.
Feels right at home.
Okay. We rolling live. You know, I told him not to do this, but I guess it doesn't really matter at all. This should be normalized. To be honest with you, I don't even really. The only reason why you wouldn't do that on camera is because you're like, oh well, maybe my sponsors or whatever I'm be giving this show to might say no, but it's like, dude, this is legal in like so many different states. There's no legitimate reason why it's illegal except for profitability on people who want to invest in it.
Shit, shout out OG Bros. Speaking of sponsors, shit, that's fuck with me, shit.
Shout out to NPR. Thank y'all for having an excellent guest come through again. I guess I should introduce the show formally. How y'all doing? I'm Terry Tertiary.
It's good, y'all. It's Thrax right here in the building.
Brother Impact will be joining us soon. We are happy to be back. When I tell you we happy to be back, you have no idea. I know it's going to be a little slow start. People were waiting for it for a long time. I said I wasn't going to snow today, but today is one of those good days. So it's just feeling good. You know what I mean? So, hey, happy to have a brother like Thrax in the building. Had a good chance to listen to some of his music. He's a dope artist. You know, want to check him out for sure. Matter of fact, let me grab this. I'm supposed to be speaking into this right here. So I think it would be really great to have. It's not babysitter real quick. Here you go, Miss. Let's see.
Babe,
Let's baby.
scoot over here. Come over here, man. You move your chair over here.
So yeah. Whew. What was in that? Thrax? Shit.
It's Thrax, man.
Exactly. Damn. Okay. I only need one of those. I got to make sure I can go through this show. Anyway, just making sure we came back strong. You know what I mean? Like, so I want to fill everybody in before we get started with Brother Thrax's interview. Just a quick recap of what happened in Wharton's Midwest. I know some people might be like, what went down? Like, why did y'all like all of a sudden was going really good, strong, and then just stop? Well, I'm gonna break the story to you, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. So, a lot of people would say to just take the high road.
Be in the frame, man.
I mean, you don't have to be if you don't want to, man. I just wanted to make sure I introduce you. You can go.
I just don't want to be making weird gestures and you telling a serious story.
I don't care. Hey, it has to. No, that's part of our show, man. It's all improv, man. Stay right here, bro. I'm about to say whatever feels most comfortable for you, bro. That's how we do it around. We don't per se say, oh, do this. It's all scripted. Like, bro, I didn't write one question down here. Y'all listened to your music last night and was like, we're gonna make this happen.
Yeah,
that's exactly, because you don't want to think too much about it. It oversaturates it. But the story,
all about naturality.
Yeah.
By the way, where's the show happening?
Oh, thank you, Brother Mark. So for those of y'all who don't know, we are at the Black Couch Studio and Gallery. This is at Workshop 4200. Excellent artwork around here. I would turn the camera around if I didn't have to reposition it. But yeah. Just make sure you take a trip up here. It's worth the journey. Oh yeah, look. Let me just step out the way real quick so I can get a little good look at that. Move the chair a little bit. You can see that a little. Yeah, nice artwork, right? Original, eccentric. You can hear it. You can hit the art is so great. You can hear it. That's how good it is. So, and it's courtesy of Brother Mark Nairns and his wonderful wife, Suzanne. They're both Suzanne Norris. Still, I don't care, man. It's connection, man. That stuff is legal stuff. So the journey and the story of Wharton's Midwest. So after Thrax's interview, I'm actually going to talk to y'all about the story of Wharton's Midwest. But the journey.
You gotta tell him now.
Yep. No, I'm gonna tell them the whole thing. It's a long story. It's like a whole. I'm not going to do that. So the story starts like this.
Just for me.
Little old Wharton's Midwest / you know what? Brother Octo Squid, who was Blackula at the time. Brother Octo Squid, who was Blackula at the time, comes in. He comes in as like a science major at the University of UIC. He does a lot there. He starts getting a lot of acclaim for the show because he's doing a lot of original stuff, reaching out to areas that people just don't go to. The Wicker Park area hip hop scene, South Side hip hop scene, North Side hip hop scene, EDM scenes all through the clubs. He's getting a lot of people to come through, popular and unknown, but all really high caliber artists. So he starts making a name for himself, and after a while, he's the upper echelon of the space. And it's unarguable that he becomes the program director. I don't know about the titles, but the person that's actually getting paid to work there as a student. So he got that position, and for the next 2 years, me and him worked together on the show. It was a really great experience, and we had Grammy-nominated artists come through and everything. Fast forward, he ended up moving away. I take it over. Once I take over the show is then it becomes more hip-hop based. I'm more into the hip-hop crowd. I do have EDM and other genres, so they stop by every once in a while, but it gets more into the hip-hop crowd. Then it progresses. It gets to a point where now we're obviously the most popular radio show on UIC. It's like there's no debate about it. If anyone ever brings up UIC to other people, they're always like, oh, you're talking about Wharton's Midwest, or oh, you're talking about JD, or you're talking about Terry Tertiary, or at the time there was W.Ill or Can or Impact. And it became that. And the people that were here trying to feel like they were all eccentric and just cool and, oh yeah, man, I'm, some privileged white kid that, daddy paid his way all the way through school. And I'm just going to sit here and talk about cool dad rock music, and got upset. Those people got upset. And it's okay. It's okay you got upset.
We didn't do it by ourselves. I think you were by yourself, so it's probably why you were doing that. And as a retaliation for that, for us being the most popular, as I took over after JD moved away, I became the main host on paper, blah, 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 whatever. And after a while, they just took every moment they can get a jab in to get at us to probably try to break up the show. They took that opportunity, whether it was, oh, you guys can't start the show without Terry technically being here. Technically, yes. No other director in history really upheld that to some degree. Just because there are times when people are held up by traffic here and they can't do anything, got to stay over at work. And if your co-host is there 20 minutes earlier than you already, why can't he set it up for you? If he's been there for a few years, what would he still? Why? To jeopardize his position at that place? That's ridiculous. But that's what we dealt with. And at the end of the day, I set up a meeting to discuss something with the program director after he chose to cancel one of our shows. And I came all the way from Ohio to get there. And about 5 minutes before I got to UIC, canceled the show. I swear. 5 minutes before I got there, all the way from Ohio, 6-hour travel. Got there from like doing like performance, setting up stuff, and you know what I mean, Ohio and stuff like that. Come back, and 5 minutes before I get there, cancels the show.
Like,
and it
for
was
that day or just like
period until I spoke to him and the advisor, right? So I said, okay, I'm only gonna be here for a short period of time. So if you can't meet during this, you got to meet when I come back to Chicago. Okay, cool. When's that gonna be? October 2nd. I get back on October 2nd, right? I'm unpacking my things before I could even make an email to be like, bro, by the time I get unpacked, it's gonna be 6 p.m. We got to reschedule. I get an email saying your show has been permanently canceled.
Yeah.
After we were award winning, you know what I mean, my host hosted the band 21 Pilots, which was a #1 band, you know what I mean, in pop not last year, but in the year like 2016 or something like that. Very disrespectful behavior. But to be a good person and take the high road, I was like, you know what? We just rebuilding right now. And that's what it is. But I'm a person that always likes to show everything on the table, period. That way, if anyone has any questions, there it is. It's not exaggerated. It's not blown out of proportion. That is what I see it as. And hey, I'm ready for the retaliation that comes with it as well.
Big facts.
But I said all that to say, God bless Brother Mark Narons, because he opened up his space to us.
Yes, much love.
Much love, brother, for real. And I really do appreciate the opportunity. And I appreciate you, Brother Thrax, for being here. Thank you so much. Appreciate for sharing. But yeah, man, you know what? I'm getting to the interview. So I'm
you don't want to wait till your guy got here?
I wanted to a little bit. He's on his way, but I know I don't want to waste all the time and just. We could play some of your music though. That's definitely what we could do.
Wait for him if you want.
Most definitely. I'm gonna play some of that. So we're gonna play. What track do you want to play first, man? What track they want to hear?
Let's show them that 3 a.m. in Cali.
Okay. That's actually my favorite.
Glad you like that.
If you want to talk to
Shit, what y'all on? For the talk my shit. Thrax in the building. What y'all on? How you doing? Make sure y'all follow me. I just dropped a whole new EP. The whole mixtapes on my mixtapes. The whole EP is all the original songs that's on iTunes, Spotify, and everywhere that you can download and get music, all digital music stores like that. And it's called Potential. So make sure y'all look out for that. We got some tracks coming soon with Twister. So make sure y'all look out for that. That's a Chicago legend right there. So you only make legendary music. So we got something coming for y'all. And make sure y'all keep listening, keep tuning in. We have 10,000 streams right now on Spotify. So thank you everybody for all the love and everything that y'all been doing with all that. And just keep rocking with me for real, man. Thrax music is really on the come up. It's all real music, nothing exaggerated, no mumble rap. Oh my God, I'm so tired of the mumble rap. Please tell me y'all is too. I'm just here to help. That's it. Are you gonna play it off of here or there? All right. Hey, yeah. Shout out, shout out all y'all for real. Yeah. Nah, for real. They let the boy come in here and smoke. They don't let you usually come in here and smoke, man. So told him I gotta smoke. Question of your love and devotion. I be on the move, baby. I be stuck in the motion. Oh, have the motion. Oh, I be on my moves in Cali. How to pay my dues. That's my song. I swear. Talk to him.
Shoot, I just wanted to hear the track. If you don't get a chance, where can they find it at?
3AM Cali? You
Yep.
can find 3AM Cali YouTube. Y'all can find this on 3AM Cali on YouTube. Soon to be on the radio. 3AM Cali's on Spotify, iTunes. All like I said, all digital music stores. Everywhere that you listen to music, that's where you can find 3AM Cali. So make sure y'all listening to it. The song I wrote the song all the way in Cali. I was chilling, and then I met up with a producer named Pep Rocks. Actually,
Okay.
he actually is one of the producers in the. You can hear him on the Games album. He was on one of the Games. I forgot what album. I forgot what album it was. He showed me that he was on damn near every one. To be honest with you, Pep
Judging
Rocks.
by
Yeah.
this beat, he might be really good at calling out producers. I'm good.
Yeah, Pep Rocks goes crazy. Shout out Pep Rocks and Cali. I didn't get to record in the game studio, but I got to at least see that shit. That shit was raw. I ain't gonna front. That whole, that white studio he got. If you ever seen the game studio, it's just like all white. So I got to be able to record in the studio that they use next to it and stuff like that. And I got to listen to the beat, but I was like, I'm not a person that just like to make songs on the spot. I just like to take my time, listen to it. I was like, I come back the next day and I got you on a track because I gotta fly the next day, so I gotta. I was like, I'll make a track, fuck it, yeah, and it came out good. Got in an argument with my girl, so like it kind of helped write it, you know what I'm saying? So like keeps it all real, 3 a.m. in Cali, just talking. I was up for real till 3 in the morning, writing 3 a.m. in Cali. I think I went to bed at like 4 or 5. But I know I wrote that line at 3 a.m. because I was like, what time is it? If it was 4 a.m., I would have been like, it's 4 a.m. in Cali. That's it, for real. It's 4 a.m. It don't matter what time, really. It could have been 12 or 5. Real shit. 3:06 in Cali. 3. 3 a.m. That's why it is 3 a.m. in Cali. Hot. Hot. All right, bet. That's cool with me.
But yeah, now I want to get into a few questions now. Actually,
Go for it.
So you're a singer. Oh, no, sorry, wait, rapper, producer, songwriter. Is that correct?
I don't make my own beats, so I'm not a
Okay.
producer. Nah.
Okay.
But I'll sit there and like with a producer and make a beat and like help make the beat.
I
I'm
call
a
that
person likes to
composing.
be on. I
I
like
feel
to
you.
be,
I
like,
still call
on
that
hands with
composing,
everything,
even
yeah.
though you aren't the one putting in the keys. You are instructing what should be done.
Yeah.
So you're not the one playing the instrument in this case, but you're the one advising how them to play the
Yeah.
instrument or what notes to. I say the same thing, man.
I'm like,
I feel like that's still a part of that is a part of production. Some people can do both. Other people prefer to do one while they're creating songs, and you know what I mean. It's different,
I used to engineer my own music, so that's why.
Okay.
That's why I like kind of. That's why I kind of like want to always be on hand with my music because like when I write my music, I already kind of know what I want it to sound like or what it is going to sound like because it's just like it's always in my head or whatever.
Okay.
So it's like my mom. I spit it to my mom. I didn't spit it to my mom. There was another song that we got coming up called "Lonely." I spit that to my mom, and she was like, "Nah, I ain't like that." So I spit the 3 a.m. in Cali to her because I was like, "Just wait till it's recorded." You know what I'm saying? It's just what because at first she was in school, she was like, and then when I got to the verse, she was like, "Oh, okay." Like she started liking it when we got all the singing down and everything like layered out and did everything that needed to be done engineer wise to the song and the vocals.
Well, shoot.
Yeah. So to answer your question, I'm a songwriter, rapper, singer. I like to do it all. So
Okay.
I want to be able to tap into other genres. You know.
I see.
I think
I
that's
already hear it in your music now. To speak on that, that's good to hear you say that because I was like, I hope I don't offend him when I tell him who the singing reminds me of in this song. Because to me, it's a very high compliment, and it's not exactly what you're singing about, but some of the same styles of like the follow ups and the like, you know what I mean, like the one after another singing like that. It reminds me of Linkin Park. To
Linkin
be
Park.
yes, I was like, because like even like some of the
Linkin Park.
I know. I was like, I bet nobody see. Everybody's always like, "What? That's not." I'm like, nah. I hear different elements in music when I hear. Sometimes I
hear
don't
you,
just.
I feel you, I feel you.
And I'm like, for me, some people be like, no. I'm like, bro, they sold tens of millions of records and appealed to like, you know what I
They
mean,
did.
across the world. Like, so that's that they are crossover artists. So I see that same level of ability, and I do like that element in your music, and I think that is what that might be that element that makes everyone be like, this is dope. Because I heard it, I was like, yeah, this one. Immediately, I was like, I went through. I was like, this was good. I'm feeling it. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, that one's good. I'm like, nah, this one though.
Yeah.
With the 3 a.m. Like this is a dope one though.
Thank you.
I know. Impact might disagree and be on another way, but what's where did you start off at?
What do you mean?
So where are you? What part? Are you from Chicago originally?
Yeah, I'm from Chicago. Yeah.
Okay. What part of the city? Tell me where you from, man. Tell me where you
No,
from.
I was born. I was born in Chicago, so wherever you're born, that's where you're from. My mom, I was raised up here like for like a couple years, and then my mom moved me all the way up north. So like I live up north of Chicago, like near Gurney. You know where Gurney at? Nah, near Waukegan or whatever.
Okay.
Six Flags? You don't know where Six Flags at?
I've never even been to Six Flags.
Oh, that's crazy. Thank you. You know where it's at. Yeah. Exactly. So it's just like it's really diverse out there. It's a lot of Mexicans, mostly white people, of course. Like yeah, and then Mexicans. It's a real big melting pot out there. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Like not way up north, like where Champagne and all that is. Nah, I ain't in the cool part. But we all the way up north near Gurney right now, and then yeah, as a kid, I was in the city because I got my grandparents. Rest in peace to my grandma, just passed. They lived up here. My grandparents on my dad's side stay up in Evanston, so we was always back and forth going up to the bowling alley on Sundays. I forgot where it was at on the south side or whatever. And my grandma used to always run them pockets. Every time, I swear, she'll take everybody money in bowling. I swear to God, it was crazy. Every time my grandma made some
Grandma on the
bands.
bowling.
Hell yeah, grandma was crazy on the bowling. If y'all know who Pat, ask about Pat. Everybody know who Pat was. All the old heads, they knew who Pat was.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. So you got a whole I love it. So has that paid into your music? So who are some of your musical influences? Are they other artists from Chicago that may have inspired you, or are they
Yeah, with the like you talking about like drill music and stuff like that. Like
what are some of your like you know what I mean? Like,
my influences.
Some of your favorite artists. Like
My favorite artists were like, of course, Wayne. Everybody had Wayne in their playlist. Meek.
Too.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody say
Wayne.
anything they want to say, but I was like Carter too though. I was like,
Man, the Carter Five were crazy too.
I
like the Carter Five.
And I'm like, are you kidding me?
They hating. They just hating. They just hating.
Like, bro, I was like,
Y'all just hating.
nah,
Y'all just hating. He
He
even waited 2 years. No, he didn't wait. It like damn near took 2 years to drop the album though, because of the bullshit that was going on around it. And the music was still ahead of his time. Think about that.
2 years. I'm
Think about that.
Because he probably added some features, maybe.
Think about that.
That's probably by itself the whole time. Like he knew that song for
Oh, like with that XXX Tentacion, that was crazy too. That was crazy.
Yeah, that was the intro, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nice intro.
No, I don't think it was the intro. I think it was the second song.
Okay.
His intro was his mom.
What's that? Is it Where to Love though? What's is that the name of the song?
I honestly don't know to be honest. Oh, what?
The Swiss Beats one. He was a genius for that one too. Because as soon as I heard it, I was like,
Level Up. That's Level Up, right?
Okay, Level Up. Yeah.
Right?
I think so. Like, Where to Love, 5, 4, 3, 2, 11. Is that how?
Bow.
Yeah. That's as soon as I heard it, I was like, he's a genius for this. And some people were like, I was out in Cali when I heard that. I was actually in San Francisco. I was like, he's a genius for this.
They was like, outside. I'm like, bro, people in New York are going to go stupid to this song.
They will.
And they're like, I'm like, no. They're probably doing it right now as I'm talking to you.
You
Like,
know, you ain't lying. That is a New York like type of style song.
is.
So can you put that up for me?
This is a good idea. But he's a dope
We'll just
artist.
hold
Who
to
else?
yeah. Well, we got Wayne, we got Meek, Ace Hood. I like a lot of underrated people too. Like not saying Ace Hood's underrated, but right now he's underrated. I really think a lot of people sleeping on him for no reason. Like when he came out of the gate, he was going hard when he was on Young Money and everything. Yeah, but Ace Hood, you got Hobson. Who else they sleeping on right now? For real. Futuristic.
They still sleeping on Childish Gambino. I don't care what nobody say. Everybody's just not recognizing him for like some of his singing stuff, but some of his bars and like his critiques of society within like we're talking about like because of the internet.
He made good. All right, he made good music, but it's not my style of music. It's not. I wouldn't just like search and be like throw that on real quick. Hey, that one song that he made though was hard with the what's it called when everybody was doing the African dances.
This is America.
Yeah, that was the message behind it was hard. I at first when I saw it, I was like,
they called it hip hop, and I'm like, this sound like some tribal war music.
Mm-hmm.
Don't sound like no. I was like this.
For real, I know people in African was like, this
right?
is what we are talking about. This is what we wanted. Yes, this is what we needed to hear. Yes, we go to America. Yes, you know, for real. But nah, Childish, he's an artist. That's what I call an artist.
Yeah,
artist.
He
a person that when it's a person that goes over your head, that's an artist.
I would consider Lil Wayne that too, because there's times where I think some of his music, like you said,
Lil Wayne the GOAT. Yeah. Lil Wayne the GOAT. The artist, he a GOAT.
There's always an argument for the best people in the NBA. I just got deep back into the NBA, so I keep seeing that. It's like
he Jordan.
The arguments. I give him that. Lil Wayne is Jordan. Who's LeBron then? So
Drake.
Ooh, damn. You know why I gotta accept that? I'm from Ohio.
Because he knew. Because like technically LeBron like knew this year. You know, for this generation. You know, Drake is for this generation.
He's the first player that can move to a bunch of teams and take them to champion. Yeah, okay. All right.
Drake is Canadian.
All right, that's true.
And he just outsold Americans. I mean, that's a shame, bro.
That's a good critique.
That's me. But shout out to Drizzy because he always do make them hits.
I ain't gonna put him on blast like that, but I'm trying to play the rest of the music.
I know, right?
I got it. He would do it to me. It's all love. It's all love. I swear.
Drake up there too. Oh, you can't hate on Big Sean either.
Big Sean goes on. Those are all people.
Have you seen him freestyle?
Like the older generation. Yeah, he goes crazy freestyle. That's literally why Kanye signed him, because he walked up to Kanye and like freestyle so when he walked out of like some whatever station in Detroit or whatever.
His bars are ridiculous.
Flow, crazy.
I would love to see him and Eminem do a freestyle, long what's it called? 8 Mile style rap battle. That's what I want to see. That would be the hardest thing in life. For real. That would go crazy.
You should do that first. Doing to set it up, man. Doing to set it up.
See, that's a movie idea right there. Yeah, that's a whole $1 billion. If it happened, I'm suing for rights, baby.
Hey, it's recorded.
Hey,
can't take it no more. That's why.
No, you cannot.
Your boy Young Thug. That's what happened to your boy Young Thug. He took somebody's creative property off of what's that called?
A lot of artists be faking
Instagram.
a lot of
off a little Instagram. You know, people be making up fake joke songs and stuff. And they make up little like joke songs. Like one girl, she was like, "That's my best friend" or whatever in the little video. My cousin's the one that told me about that because I didn't even know it. And you see it, and you're like, "Oh, like."
Wait, he got sued for that?
That lady was on one of those VH1 reality shows, and she said, "Yeah, that's where I was making money off my hair products, but you know, I was making money, and my friend was dancing in the background or whatever." And she said she just made a video, and he had like took that idea from her. I knew he got it from some meme because I seen people posting the images for it before he released the song. And I was like, oh, so he probably didn't come up with that. And there's no way he did. But then
I don't understand though. I mean,
it's recorded. It was recorded on her Instagram. Hey, it was recorded. She posed the argument. I know that's true.
Make a lot of comparisons on there.
That's true.
Rap music, like.
That's true. And that's the one thing I don't like about that. Yeah. I was like, I don't know.
That's what her claim to fame was in the show. I think that's why they made a show about her in the first place. Was not only because she was a hairstylist, but she was able to
I ain't watching.
land that low. Yeah, I didn't either. My cousin did, but I just thought that was interesting that we're in that kind of era in like the entertainment industry.
Words like thing just saying something similar. It's like Fortnite getting sued.
What did they get sued? Oh, for the dances?
Mm.
Oh, no more Fortnite 2. Fortnite 2 gonna be eight. How much money they losing though? Because they took a lot of dances, man. They took the worm.
No, I'm saying
I think the whole city of New York can sue them for taking the worm. Like,
like the 2 milli dude.
What?
What's his name? 2 milli. Right?
That's the one. Is that the one that did the shoe dance?
The one that made the milli route. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it said, like, I saw something online. I don't know if it's true or not. Like that he was suing Fortnite for milli rock or whatever.
I wouldn't put it past him.
I don't know if it was done with or anything like that. I just heard he was suing Fortnite.
Damn. Shoot. So what kind of shows you got coming up, man? You got any shows coming up in the city? I know you said you're trying to go out the city.
Yeah, I'm trying to actually get some Sean Healy shows set up.
Okay.
Just so I can open up for some Sean Healy shows set up, so I can open up for some big artists like that. And then I also got I believe a show coming up on the 16th. It's it's an open mic showcase, I believe. And then I think I got some more shows coming up in the week, so you just got to check it out on my Instagram at Thrax Music. I always post on my story every day, keep everybody updated on what days I have my shows and where I'm going to be at for the week and stuff like that.
Make sure you check them out. I actually want to check it out. I know. I think we met at that. That's what I was trying to say. We met at the High Noon Saloon for the Monday Night Raw. Were you there?
Yeah,
I think not. I might not have met you, but I saw you there. I had just got back into town, so I was like, I can't walk around and hi to a bunch of people right now. I'm gonna look like an a-hole because I'm tired and a little irritable just because I'm tired. You know what I mean? I know you can see it. Everybody was just like, it's this song by such and such. I'm on it too.
Don't be like that. Everybody was going hard.
It wasn't. Everybody's music was dope though. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, okay, there's a lot of original artists in them.
Tired just at the end. I just felt everybody was getting tired at the end because it was like I think we left around 1 to 12 o'clock.
Yeah, we did. We left around I think 12.
I had a couple drinks. I'm like, man, I should stop drinking.
It's Monday. We turn it up too hard on
real.
Monday.
That's what I was saying. I had like 3 beers for no reason. A couple shots.
So you got a side hustle, man, or is it just straight music and performance for you and just like being in the studio?
Yeah, it's just music and performing right now, and merchandise, monetization, all that stuff for my music and stuff like that.
You got any merch on?
I have a side hustle. Everybody got to work. Everybody in life got to work. If someone tell you that they ain't working or they just making money one particular way, or there's no one backing them and putting money in their pocket, they lying. Period. Who they lying?
I don't know who they lying to. They lying to themselves real hard though. Yeah. Do you got any merch on you? Like is that some original stuff or something?
No, this is original stuff.
You got a little pen or something, or
all my merch actually left in the car. Right?
Okay. Well, we'll share a link. Maybe you could maybe after like Impact comes in or something. I don't know. It was real cold out there though. Oh no, you want to go back out there? But you could go out there and just go grab it real quick. But I don't know.
It's like some big ass shirts, but
yeah, you can show it on there. I'm about to say that way they know. I'll make sure to put the links and everything in here too.
All right,
so
bet. That's love. I got a whole website, thraxmusic.net. That's thraxmusic.net's my whole website, so you can catch all the merchandise on there. Everything that you can find about me and my career is on my whole website. So
go check him out. Shoot. Still waiting on Brother Impacts. We continue in the interview, but do you freestyle?
Do I freestyle?
A little bit.
Not really.
Okay.
Every once in a blue moon, but I can try.
Okay. Hey, we usually have like a little.
I always have fun with it.
We usually have a little cipher at the end. So if anyone's comfortable enough being on there, and we don't even restrict anybody from not freestyle. If somebody wants to just spit something over some instrumentals or acapellas too, we'll open them up to that because that's like I said, this is like nothing scripted. There's no like, oh, you got to do this. It's just like a general thing we like to have. Let's do it. So I'm waiting for him to get here. So I don't know. He ain't. I don't know if he called yet or whatever. I'm gonna have to go check the phone a little bit, I guess. But shoot. I'm thinking that we could take another little musical break. I'll turn up the music for y'all again. Did you want to play another song?
Yeah, you can. You can play Drippin' if you want.
Okay. So this is Drippin'. My brother Thrax. Check it out.
Yeah, make sure y'all check out all the music. We got music videos on YouTube. World Star. We getting posted by Say Cheese, my mixtapes. Who else? Baller Alert. Man, everybody rocking with me right now. So I just need all y'all to rock with me. Gotta fuck with the movement. We can cuss on here, right? Yeah, it's just YouTube.
That's the best part.
Mm-hmm.
You have been like
I know.
so
Hey,
But I'm just making sure I ain't cussing too much.
I
Yeah.
was spoken one side now.
Right.
We're straight.
Full expression.
We're straight. We're straight. We're straight. Facts, bitch. Yes. Yes. Very respectful. Till a nigga get disrespectful. Fuck you talking about. How you doing? Facts. Yes. What everybody on? Oh, here go dripping. Wait, can you hear me? I can hear myself kind of, right? Through the speakers? No, I can't hear myself. Walking the mall, dripping the zone, little bitch, I be dripping. You know, like how we living. Is that how you dripping? Just a man on a mission. No Scotty Young Pippin. Play that shit, Warden. Thrax. If y'all ain't rocking with the movement, you snoozing, you listen to mumble rappers. Not no humble trappers. People that just like us. Probably kidnappers. Lambs. Real music, make sure y'all listen to it. Y'all here? Yes. Now the full interview will begin. They don't like how we living. I love how you dripping. It's the man on a mission. No Scotty and Pepper. Thrax movement. Make sure y'all join the movement. Follow me on Instagram at Thrax Music. Everywhere at Thrax Music. Smoke another blunt. Shout out. Get out my shout outs too. Shout out to the Block Club DJs. Shout out DJ Vita. Shout out Hot Rod. Shout out DJ Mile High. Shout out Sean Mack. Shout out Juki. Who else we got? Shout out. Shout out everybody that's rocking with the move. Oh, shout out Twister. Shout out to Big OG Twister. Who else we got? Shout out. Shout out Bigger. Who else we got? Shout out. Shout out.
Shout out to Happy the Demon. You don't even know that. That's on the low. What's good, man? How you doing? Just getting my shout outs in. That's my girl, Maddie.
My bad. I did not mean to leave you like that. I had to go grab it.
No, you good. I'm getting my shout outs in right now. Shout out everybody in the whole team at Power 92.3. Shout out DJ Ferris and DJ Nathus playing my track Dripping. Who else we got to shout out, y'all? Let's tell people to shout out. Shout out everybody rocking with the movement, like I said. Keep rocking with it.
So yeah, you know what? I knew I was gonna like this song. So we usually roughly listen to songs and stuff. I like it better with the bass.
Oh, you gotta
Gotta have the bass. Has to.
Everything gotta have bass.
I do like it better with the bass. I'm not gonna lie.
I sit on radiators all good.
So yeah.
Purified water, the best water. I never be flashing. No.
I want to take a listen to the song first. So
I walk in the mall, dressed as a designer, Johnny Drip. Like how we live. I love how you drip.
you know what? You know what you miss? You miss the.
Why don't you just turn the mic all the way up and just keep it down?
It's a good mic.
No, it's a great mic. All you gotta do is lay it down and turn it all the way up.
Our sponsorship.
Sponsorship. Actually, that would be really easy to do the commercial, but it's like, we don't do that. Can't nobody take that from us as original. That's what I did.
So what do you do? Edit this after?
Yeah. I'm gonna edit it. I can probably gonna put a few clips for everybody, previews of it and everything. Like I said, this is the first one we've done, so it's gonna be much better next time. I'm supposed to have a room like right here. But
This is good too.
I know, yeah, I know. This is a great mic. Like I said, this is the first time I'm doing it. I should probably have some headphones. True engineer out here, but I'm sweating a lot.
Yeah, follow me. Baby, take it slow, so I wait. Yeah, follow my lead, we winning. Come up and sell up. I'm dripping. Designer look. I be winning. I'm dripping. Caution, no step in the water, we drip. Walk in the mall. Just be dripping. Who said that you ball, or that be winning. Who tucking that shit, make it turn to paper.
Plug well.
Drop some GTA.
Plug well. Music video. Plug
It is
well.
120K.
See what you're
Trying to have that you
taking
can
the
go
notes.
back. You trying to progress, get back to a bag. Nothing that life is free. Give up because you family. What was your when I needed money? What was your when I was looking for? What was your when I was down and out? Now you wanna be around because the trap is jumping. Now I got big bands and the music fuck. Boy, you get the hand that you can't work. Oh, I'm so sick of you. You know I don't live for you. Oh, you ungrateful too. You believe I broke bread with you. Know you my brother, but don't even try with me. Working with niggas that you a man after me. All of you niggas is soft, you can't be a boss. And all of you niggas is bitches. I give a fuck what it costs. I won't take a loss. I'm just a man about business. That nigga been on my grind, turning my money to time. What and the why? Pushing these bricks when I get to some dimes. I never be flexing, just for progression now. Yeah, I'm the best. I only regret. I reach my success. Explain that they left. Yeah, they don't like it, we left. Jabby drip, I walk in the mall. Drip to the center, Jabby drip. They don't like how we live. I love how you drip. Man on the mission.
Nah, see, you got a video for this one yet?
Drip.
Okay, we'll check this one out.
Caution, no stepping, no water, we drip.
So you can play it with the live, can't you?
Follow me. Baby, take it slow.
That would've been better audio.
I was trying to figure, I was trying to look that up, and I didn't want to try to mess it up and try to waste a bunch of time. I was trying to research it for the last 6 days. If someone can figure that out for me, please. don't be an idiot, but I swear to God, I was trying to figure that out. I swear, because I saw people that do that. I was like, I don't know if that's just what their page does, or I don't know. I was trying to figure it out though, because all the features on here you see.
It's rare you see somebody drop their best verse at the end.
You like that? Your best verse was at the end, the catchiest, the best vibe, like as far as, you know what I'm saying, pattern, progression. Man, that sounded good. You know what I'm saying?
Like, what if I just dropped the song and yeah, check out Joking.
7.5, 92.3.
We must have heard this one. Yeah, we must have. We be like riding like this, like chatting. Oh yeah, we must have. I was like, I know I heard this before when she played it. I was like, I know we heard this.
I thought you were in general.
But not, you said before we on Power 92. Yeah, 107.5. That's why I was like, I feel like I've heard this before. You said it's been played on there. So that's why I was like. Shout out Sister Ken, she on there. We actually got to catch her up on that story too. So I'm not gonna be modest about anything. I'm definitely gonna bring that up. I ain't ready to discuss anything. I think everything we can discuss. I think it's positive. So that's what I'm happy about. Shoot, is there any questions? You just got here. I said, I didn't want to hog on the questions. Do you have any questions ready? I was gonna let you know.
Yeah, I'm excited like that. Enjoy the music. Came in on a good time.
Yeah,
This is the only track you played so far?
No, we played the 3 a.m. in the Cali. I told him that was my favorite one, but this is a consistency. I see. Are these all on the same project, or do you have like a little? Okay. What's the name of the project?
Potential.
What's that? Potential.
The project's name is Potential.
Okay. Make sure I take out Potential.
That was telling me earlier. It's on all digital music platforms, on YouTube, SoundCloud, everywhere. So make sure y'all check it out and download it. If you can't download it free, check it out free on SoundCloud. You got any upcoming performances? Yeah, we actually mentioned that earlier. Yeah, see, that's why I want to come in and ask questions.
But isn't it so funny?
See, I can be edited out. Yeah.
Like
I think that's the only question that he asked.
So yeah, okay. So now we can get into the more, because I wanted to keep some of the conversation moving. We can get into more some of the meatier questions. I want to ask the ones that don't randomly get asked too much. So how do you feel about as I'm in the camera? How do you feel about the like the current creative climate of Chicago? Let me say. I was like, how deep do you want to go with this?
Trying to get me blackballed.
No, but it's no. I'm asking about.
So much.
Yeah, I mean, you ain't gotta say too much. Just say what you feel comfortable saying.
Talk too much.
Just something that you see that's obvious.
All right. So what do you mean by the current?
Okay, I meant like so how far you got your ear to the ground? You know, like some of the super underground cats, like
Oh yeah.
let me think. Ace Da Vinci, Dexter Spitz, maybe.
Talking about C Vinci? It's Da Vinci.
Ace Da Vinci.
No, I don't know.
Okay. So they're like I want to say like they all came out of like that YCA, like Donda's House, was like Kanye West's mother's organization.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that.
So yeah, those artists are from like those artists are from those areas. So those are, I mean, but they aren't the only ones on the scene either. Though, like I said, there's a lot of people coming out of the trap scene here. There's like, you ever heard of Bo? Theo? He's a really dope artist. He's coming up right now in Chicago. He actually works with Swank too. Actually, he does a lot of freestyle videos. That's how he got popular off YouTube with that.
Yeah, with me, like, I don't know. I don't even like as a kid, like I just like
consistency, I guess, in like artists and like when I hear somebody,
Yeah.
I stick to that person.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like
Loyal.
I don't usually venture out to like see or like hear like I usually happen to hear if like they're like promoting it hard or something like that or putting on World Star. I always scroll through World Star, check out all those new artists or something like that. But like
Kind of focus on what you're doing.
yeah, exactly. Like I focus on like yeah, music I already know that I would like or something like that. Like I was telling you, me, Wayne, Drake, and all that. Like I've been listening to Drake since actually I believed in Drake since Degrassi when he was in Degrassi because he freestyled this one time in Degrassi, and I was like, and I never forget that day. It's weird though because I was
So
with
you
my
think
cousin.
that's a freestyle?
Huh? It was a freestyle. No, I didn't think it was a freestyle, but it was hard when he spit.
You think he's ever freestyle?
Who, Drake?
Yeah.
Oh no, he always. I mean, but that's not.
Yeah, I know. That's
except
not
for that last interview he did, that was hard. Nah, that was hard. He freestyled that, I think.
Yeah, man, he's a good actor.
I think. Hey, great actor.
Hey, man, he's a great actor, man.
He is a great.
But
actor.
he came out on that Anchorman too for that little line. What he had a smooth line too. It was a little corny, but it was funny. Well,
Hey, Drake. I've been fucking with Drake since he said, what was that line? He said, I'm on a roll like Cottonelle. I was made for all this shit. That was like, we said that shit. I was like, God damn. No, that was Big Sean. You tweeting. Look at y'all. See if you paying
I'm
attention.
thinking about the line. I'm not in my head.
I knew it was that track that he was on, but he was.
Man, what he
I
saying?
don't usually do it, but I don't.
Huh?
No, that was Drake. That was Drake.
It was?
And I'm on to something. Box office sales, getting paid for. All
Oh yeah, getting paid for all this shit.
That was.
Yeah,
That's why I was like,
Drake.
wait a minute. I was like, wait, I'm
I was
confused.
Drake. All right, so never
Thank
mind.
you.
I've been fucking with him.
Thank you. See, people trying to down people. Young lady in the room. Sorry, not young lady.
It's like, wait.
Woman in the room was like, wait a minute.
We still gotta confirm that.
It was
Actually, I'm
Drizzy.
still double thinking that.
Nah, it was Drizzy.
It was Drake, bro.
Nah, but
I was like, that was the one that
like Cowboy, or whatever. Like that's why I like when like big artists or like real like artists that like show love to other artists, call it out. Like,
yeah.
oh, you need to check out so and so. Like when Meek called out Cowboy and what's his name? He was on the Big Jam concert too. They both popping right now. It's Cowboy and
I might not know.
so you don't know? God damn. Being the new artist. Exactly.
Sometimes,
what's
yeah.
his name? It's 147 Cowboy
What?
from the new artist. Man, Meek was fucking with from Chicago.
I
147 Cowboy. There's somebody else they go hard as hell. He was performing on the Big Jam concert, so that's how I know.
El Hitter, right?
El Hitter. Nah, not El Hitter, but yeah, I know about El Hitter though, because I opened up for one of his shows.
Okay.
And,
Wait, who was the other person?
I said Cowboy. Damn, I feel like I should know. But yeah, he hard though. He go like very hard.
That's what's up. I'll check him out. Hey,
All the like
this is how
people are going hard as hell right now.
this is also why we love this show. There's like we find out about new artists too from other artists. It's like it's like sometimes people blowing up in little areas you don't know. You might hear about them and see them, but let me check this song out. I heard this artist was good. You know, that's how I end up find out about artists. I still somewhat do word of mouth because if you just jump out there and just be searching everywhere, it gets overwhelming after a point. But if you hear somebody, because I like your music, so I'm gonna check it. I'm gonna check him out. If you think he's a decent artist, I'll check him out.
Cause I fuck with it, man. I don't really do that whole the drill rap thing. Like that's like when everybody was like, y'all remember the drill rap scene when like it first popped off? And
Yeah, everybody had that same little clap.
Yeah,
exactly. Everybody was like I'm talking about when Chief Keef was on the rise.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, well, yeah.
Yeah, like that shit, like shit like that. I don't know why. Like everybody else, like oh man, especially the white kids. Like what I was telling you where I'm from, like they like that. They like
I know.
They like music
That's all.
that they
all the
can't
suburban
literally
white
relate
kids.
to.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
But that's
saying?
because Chief Keef
And
made it
it's
so
like-
raw.
Yeah.
At the moment when it
Suburban,
came
yeah.
out, it was raw. It was something that people waiting for because everything else was kind of watered down around that. You know what I mean? That's why it hit so hard. I'm not saying it was the right wave to catch, but people wanted to get something out of it. You know,
Well,
you
the
milk it.
suburban kids at the end of the day, they're the ones buying the music. You know what I'm saying?
That's the
They're the
truth.
ones that's rocking with it. So that if you can tap into that market and get them
Anyway.
to rock with you, or kids that go to school and all that, that's the market. And that's what he did. Because nobody out in the city buying no music, bro. No one in the city just like, oh yeah, let me cop a little homie
yes.
thing. Let me cop a
Yeah.
little home shows. Boom, they'll go to shows. They'll do up. Nobody,
See,
nah, bro. White kids up north, they got mommy and daddy money, all that.
So what do you think they're making more money out of, shows or
Both
Shows, but they
They can't be both. It got to be
It's
It's
one.
just
shows.
both. They signed. They're doing what they need to do.
That's true.
They can drop.
They can make money.
He can drop a
Right.
single right now, 100K easy. Probably the least. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
They
That's
fi-
not-
they figured out how
not
to tweak the
my
market to get money from sales again. Now That's why-
Exactly.
The
And
laws
merch, they
have
make
not
money
found
off
such a
merch
change
now.
where it's
They
profitable
got
now. Yeah.
streams. He can fucking take a shit, be getting caught wiping his
Cottonelle.
ass, it'll go viral, and that's like what, 1 million fucking streams is what, 10K
Yeah.
for you or some shit like
You know,
that.
people gonna go listen to your music more
Come
if you
on,
go
bro.
viral for any other reason. Like, it's
Sponsorship
Yeah, you
like
gotta do
Cottonelle,
stupid
something.
shit
sponsorship.
nowadays. You gotta do stupid shit nowadays for people who actually rock with you.
Jake was reaching for the cotton.
No, but what do you think? What do you think about that? Because it does. I mean, you see the most famous people advertising the garbagest things in the world, and you know what I mean. It's like people turn the other cheek. Oh, they're successful.
And that's where I can't answer that. 'Cause I don't want to blackball. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be.
I'm waiting on these
respect
sponsorships real
I mean,
quick.
I don't know.
He said, "Hold up, wait a minute."
I like my music. I don't know. I don't really. Yeah. If whatever people dislike, I most likely probably dislike as well. But it's just like,
It's the way that some
yeah.
sometimes
I'm a person that likes to be on beat or not mumble. You know, I'm just like,
you're
like,
right.
Like when I was telling you, Meek, like every artist that I named or whatever was some people that rap. You can hear what they're saying in every word. They got bars. They go lyrical with everything. Name one person that I named that ain't raw.
I don't know. I see. I rock with Lil Wayne. I rock with Lil Wayne. I listen to a lot of his stuff. I don't.
Well, he was the
listen to
biggest
his music.
influencer in you know what
Of
I'm
this
saying?
generation, most definitely.
All right, boom.
Generation of
Take Lil
hip hop
Wayne out.
artists, most definitely.
Take Lil Wayne out.
All of them have stolen his flow. I
He
swear to
made
God.
he made everybody just flood the music industry with music.
Oh yeah.
Nobody did
marketing,
that.
His marketing.
Nobody
too.
had done that since
Marketing.
Eminem. You know, Eminem made a lot of people want to rap too in general. But
Eminem's
like,
the goat though. Like, yeah, out of everything. When it comes to numbers,
Yeah.
well,
like,
to
and,
to
like,
that
can't go
influence,
argue
I think there was certain
scientifically proven, like real shit. Like, Eminem the goat.
yeah, no, there were certain people though that made people just want to jump into the art themselves. You know what I mean? Because that's the thing about, especially Lil Wayne, is that man, he had so many vibes that like anybody could catch it. You know what I mean? And that could be their vibe, and they're like, I could make this music. But you know what I'm saying? Certain artists had the ability to do that, to awaken that in a person. You know what I mean? And he was that raw.
You know what I think it is though? It's just the age of Wayne came up in the age where it was more people talking about selling the product.
Oh yeah,
Not doing the
not
product.
using it. Yeah.
Nowadays,
Doing it.
it's because of that music of talking about selling the product. Okay,
People doing
you done
it.
already sold your product. Now you got people doing what they thought the bosses was doing. You know what I'm saying? Or what it is to be a boss. Or doing what you low key talked about. You know what I'm saying? So now we in the age of people doing the drugs and selling them, and those are the people that are coming up.
Now I
People
completely agree
that
with
are,
you,
like,
but that's why the
promoting
Carter
them.
5 was so out of place. I feel like everybody's like the Carter 5 was a great album. It was, but it felt out of place because he's still on the same thing. Like,
see, okay, you could say that, but I feel like all that was so on beat. All of it was like some flow, lyrical shit,
yeah, man,
hard as fuck.
But you don't feel like it was out of place?
No. If you ask me, you know why? Because like I was telling him earlier about it. It took 2 years damn near for the Carter to drop, right?
Maybe that's
And that
what it
shit
was, though.
still came out ahead of its time.
I wouldn't call
Say that shit was better than So who dropped the
What do you
album
mean
that
by
was-
ahead of his time?
I would
by ahead
say
of his
the-
time?
the
It's like
musicality- the
because that shit was already.
musicality in the-
That's
in the
okay.
flow.
So imagine it came out 2 years ago when it was supposed to come out. Oh, that's motherfucking like.
It would have been a little more relevant. It would have really slapped.
No, but my point is, it was still relevant 2 years later, and he
It
dropped
really
it. He
felt out
sat
of
on
place
that.
though. I know he sat on it, but you could tell he sat on it, and that's a shame. I'm not saying it's
See, I thought
I'm not saying it's his
I thought
fault.
the opposite though.
no. I'm not saying it's his fault because obviously there's restrictions, and he had that music. But you could tell it was made 2 years ago. It's not a 2018, you know what I'm saying, album. It's not something he would make in 2018, I feel like. You get what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying is that it would have hit harder in 2016 had they let him come out with it. You know what I mean? And that would have been everybody's, you know, Drake wouldn't have had no.
I just feel like
Ooh, that would have
so
been interesting.
Oh,
that would
Drake
have been
now-
interesting, like
See now
to take 2016 away from Drake.
But
Because
you
I feel like
you
the
can't
Carter
compare
could
them
have
now.
done
You
that.
can't compare
You
them
can't,
now.
but
You can't compare
I'm just saying, put
It's
the
not
Carter
fair.
5 in 2016. You overshadowed, you eclipsed Drake on a lot of stuff. I feel.
See now, okay, but with Wayne and Drake, Wayne a real nigga, so he brought Drake. He's like, nigga, I'm gonna go, but I see some shit in you. You know what I'm saying? Brought him on, didn't just shelf him like other niggas do when they sign a raw ass nigga or somebody better than them, possibly. You know, I'm not saying he's better than them, but and then what he did was bring Drake up. He brought Drake up to the point where he can expose himself and bring himself to the level that he's at now. Drake right now can fucking say like 5 bars like he did on the Astro World song and make that shit hot. You know what I'm saying? Drake is like the Wayne of today, if you ask me. Drake can like pop any artist.
I would not agree.
So every year, so you're
I would not
saying
agree.
every year Drake doesn't
There's a
drop
lot of
some super
divisions,
artists.
especially because Wayne made vibes and Drake takes vibes. And it's,
no, but Drake is strategic. You can't be mad about that.
No, there's a difference between strategic and again.
That's his formula, though. I mean, at this point,
I get it. But I'm
somebody
saying
was going to
that's-
do it. I was like, somebody was going to do it. So
Exactly. That's
and,
right.
and it
It's
doesn't.
like
better
putting
than
it this
Drake.
way. Okay, put this comparison. They're saying that Drake was better than the Beatles, right? But the Beatles came out with all their hits as the Beatles, not as the Beatles featuring a million people. You get what I'm saying? So to compare that platform, no, it's not 4 people. Drake,
4 people.
The Beatles.
Oh, okay.
The Beatles are 4 people.
I understand, but 4
You got
people.
3 features automatically.
What I'm saying is 4 people.
Damn.
It's a group. It's a group, right?
Exactly.
Exactly. Even split amongst 4 people, it's still not 150 collaborations. You get what I'm saying? And that's what he
does
makes.
have writers.
That's what he makes. And it's everybody's
Writers,
collective
assistant writers.
being put in. Not.
Well, that's just the future. You know, everything's gonna develop.
but
Everything
feel
is
like-
built to fucking
I feel like people make it that
outlast
way.
the old shit. You know,
I feel like people make it that way though, and just because they're successful, they give them a pass. So you're gonna give him a pass for setting destruction, but it's just because he's successful. I don't feel like that's a measurement to a man point blank. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you're stopping a lot of other people from really.
you talking about Drake?
And he'll have his time too. You know what I mean? Like
I feel, yeah.
he'll have his time.
He's
when he
stopping
falls
a lot
off.
of shit.
You know what I mean? Like,
Oh no! Don't get me wrong. I've
They
seen.
might
I know what
have
you're talking about. When like he
You know what I
stopped,
mean?
like
Yeah.
he did like the cha cha. Y'all remember the cha cha?
Of course, everybody knows.
course,
Yeah,
of
of
course.
course.
Yeah, he
That's-
shut
no, that's
that
given.
nigga shit
I
down.
think-
Graham, he stole that from him. It's okay.
Okay.
No, he didn't steal it though. What he did was he's like,
I'm talking about his
oh
limelight.
shit. You know, he probably did. He had that shit probably sitting in a fucking desk like, hold up. I got some shit with the same fucking melody, same BPMs, I bet.
No, he was mad.
Boom.
How's he
Drop
not
that
gonna
shit.
let me come on it?
Drop that shit.
Come on, man.
Oh
Like,
shit!
that's
Oh,
just-
boom! But that could be true shit. You didn't want Drake to
You
pop out.
right.
Oh, okay,
But
cool. I
people-
can make some
but
shit.
I'm
hot,
saying
too.
it's like
You know what I'm saying?
we live in this thing where everybody gotta agree with everybody, and everybody wants to call somebody a hater for disliking somebody. Reality is, ain't no such thing as a hater. You don't like certain things. You have the right to be like that. It doesn't make you a hater. Now, if you dislike somebody, it doesn't make you a hater. You have a reason to dislike the person, right? But everybody wants to overshadow this, that. I look at it as, like I said, I don't, especially when it's an icon. you gotta have certain virtues. You know what I mean? Especially in hip hop, especially in this rap game, you gotta have those virtues that make you shine from everybody else, and it's gotta be your skill. And it's always been that. Now everybody's like, the game's changed. Why? Because these key people are doing it right now, and because they're successful, everybody's like, that's the future.
It happens.
Wait, you gonna let that happen as an artist?
I do.
Like,
I ain't saying that. I fuck with real music.
I get it. Okay, but
I will
Drake
say
makes
is-
great
let's
music. You know what I'm
okay,
saying?
I get
You can't argue.
But you
with
said I
What I
fuck
will
with real
say
music,
is-
right? It ain't real if it don't come from real. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
It
you
gotta
talking about him not
come
writing
from-
his music?
You know what I'm saying?
Beyonce
It really
got
gotta
her
come.
own music. Everybody fuck with Beyonce.
Yeah. Okay.
So what I will- what
But
I will
I'm talking
agree
about
with
our
is-
genre. I'm not talking about that.
Oh, true.
What I will agree with is I see both of your sides of this.
Yeah.
But I think the stronger thing is that it's the collective consciousness of the planet. So, if, like you said, the business is changing simultaneously. The way art is being expressed is changing simultaneously. The way culture is being digested is changing simultaneously. So, like he's saying, I do see this is the natural progression and evolution of where we're going to go. Period.
Exactly.
It's like business has changed.
It's unstoppable. You can't stop that shit.
So
hybrids were going to be made
and everybody's
one day or the other.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
and
saying?
everybody's not gonna be able to do it at the level of Drake. Because like even though we can say everybody could be Drake,
No.
no.
Now I'm not gonna be a hater. No, I'm not
Some
gonna say
people-
that
some
everybody
people
can
say,
do it
like,
at that
I think I'm
level.
like,
I
nah.
just-
I was like, no, I don't think so. I don't think. A lot
I mean,
of
put it
people
this
rap
way:
and
no
sing
one's
at the
mentioned
level
it, right? No
I
one's
think a lot of
mentioned it.
people
I'm gonna be the first to mention it, I guess.
can. In a lot of ways.
I couldn't believe it either. Drake outsold Lil Wayne in the first week for the first time. And since I was a kid, I've been like paying attention
Snap. Yeah,
to
when I saw
that. So Wayne always broke his record at that million per week. Hey, blew my fucking mind when Drake finally surpassed the master. You know what I'm saying? You know, when the master
The visual, yeah.
master becomes when the student becomes the master. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And you missed it earlier.
and y'all cannot say you don't notice or see that shit.
He compared Drake to LeBron James, and I was like,
And then Lil Wayne is Jordan.
I get
But
it.
Wayne is
It's hard.
Jordan.
It's hard.
Wayne is Jordan. You know what I'm saying? You know, like motherfuckers always talk shit about
That's a good
LeBron.
comparison. I'll give you that.
Okay, that's
That's real shit. That's a
what
real
I'm saying.
good. That's a really good comparison.
Michael
Thank you.
Jordan's
But
gonna hate that. Don't lose that sponsorship. Michael Jordan's gonna hate that.
Oh, Jordan fuck with Wayne. Barack Obama fuck with Wayne. The best president. Fuck out of here, man.
So, would you like to play the last track?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm sitting here talking. Would you like to introduce it to? I guess you can.
Yes, this next track is called Lonely. I wrote this track here. Made sure I recorded in Atlanta. I had to make sure everything was right and done. This is the first song that I ever wrote. Trying not to like cuss and just try and get everything ready for the radio and just try and be me and let some feelings out at the same time. So make sure y'all rock with it, listen to it, and let me know what y'all think. Lonely.
How long ago you come out with this one?
I dropped the whole tape October 11th. Yep. Not too long. A couple months. We're at 10,000 streams finally on Spotify, so I'm trying to just keep those numbers right. Bit.
Just leave me lonely. My leave me alone. I'm on my low key. That you leave me, you just lonely. Yeah, that's how I like it on my lonely. Just leave me you need me, you just lonely. Yeah, that's how I like it on my lonely. Just for those who ain't believe in me. I guess it wasn't what you said to me. I know your hip ain't got that man around the town. Your favorite rapper hit me cause they just can't hear it now. Always looking something long. I trust my people with emotion. I kill these tracks with straight devotion. So numb to love when Alex died, I lost all my emotion. Don't tell me you love me, I just say it back.
Shout out my nigga Alex, rest in peace.
Think of the sun and its money. Whether the better the women get money, yeah, how can I be a bum? How can I look at my script for? I guess the man is a dude. It sound like a woman with product of mold. This is the life that made me. Trust me, can't nobody save me. Yes,
Shit's relevant as fuck.
That's the
People
bar
hear it right
right
now.
Yeah.
I said this is relevant as fuck, and people carry on to this right now. Yeah, this is a nice vibe.
Glad y'all like it. I love you.
That's my favorite
Got the
bar.
layers in it. You know what I mean?
That long.
That's my favorite bar. I'm gonna say it again. Okay, he said I can't look at my screen for fun. I got it. He said, like, this like, not looking at my phone for fun. I was like, damn, you're so right. It's like every time we do. That's why I be looking at my phone.
Trappers and emojis. This for those that's in my past. Yeah, I remember when you laughed. You know that you can really clown me. Now you're working with them clowns. Really mean it when I say I hate you. Me and my brother, the real candidate. I'm so sick of lies and right to my face. I see all the skies and the reason you hate. And me while you wiping they being so fake. If you want to order to stay, go place. I don't really know what's getting in me. I turn myself to the enemy. Turn this belief to a enemy. Now I beat up her energy. Yeah. Thanks. I don't wanna be lonely. I don't wanna be lonely. Just leave me alone. Don't ever leave me alone. Oh, girl, leave me lonely. Oh, girl, don't leave me alone. Oh, girl, don't leave me lonely. Don't ever leave me alone.
Hey, Mark, would you mind just turning that down just a little bit?
Yeah, I hit them notes, nigga. Thought that was auto-tune.
That was brother Thrax was lonely. That was dope. I really enjoyed that one. I do like the like you said, there are some like I like that. He said I can't look at my screen for fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bar. That's a hit one because I wasn't even thinking. I was like when I was first hearing, I'm like, okay, I'm
That's a discipline.
It is. That's what I'm saying. Like that's why that's a bar. That's a boss bar. So if you ain't on that level, you can't hit. It's like I can't look at my screen for fun. People like, why you on your phone so much? Because I'm sending emails, I'm texting people, I'm calling people.
Not
fun. You over there playing? What's that fruit slice game or whatever?
Fruit Ninja.
Yeah, you over playing fruit ninja? Like, no, I'm not. Look at it.
I'm about to download the game. Fuck you.
So, no offense to anybody that does that. That's cool, but like, yeah,
I'm just playing. I got
that's the new method of business for sure.
Hey, you might have to go to rehab. You never know. I heard that's a new thing. So, you ain't hear about that?
Man, if you're silly enough to have to go to rehab,
Wait, I want to hear about this.
phone
Turn the music down more. Turn down the music, Mo. Hold up, wait. You gotta get this on.
Rehab costs $1,000. The new iPhone costs $1,000.
If
you can't
they call video gaming and shit like that a disease. Like it can be, you can be for like so kids have been going to rehab and shit for like video.
Oh yeah, I seen that one dude that
That's what
lost.
happens when you don't get ass whippings for real.
Wait,
Rehab.
exactly. You see the videos of the
We
kids
stopped at the
losing the game.
source.
The kids and the grown men losing that Fortnite.
Hey man, it's a real thing though. These kids be getting tough as hell now over some games.
Oh hell yeah!
I seen some bad ones now. You know, I got friends.
I'll kill you.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
It's just Fortnite. Can't you?
Like
Like
a
lose all your
Home
stuff
Alone
when you
kid.
lose in that game or something?
You just lose all the shit you have. But
People was like talking like it's like I forget what game that was, but there used to be one game where people could like had their accounts deleted.
it's the new Call of Duty.
Yeah,
That ass though. Like,
It's the new Halo.
yeah, you can't knock it till you try it. You gotta try it and then you.
I've not played it. And I have an addictive personality to video games.
I
So
quit.
was
I quit. I don't watch sports no more because I got my kids. Like I prioritize for real. Like
you got kids. You got
video games.
You don't even have time for that shit.
No, people make time. That's what bothers me. Is like how you know every stat but don't know what your kid's into. Like
So when I get some kids, I'm gonna download that tracker app. I don't know what you doing, all that.
And then they gonna outsmart you at 12.
Way across the street.
Because that's
Way
what
across the
kids
street.
do, real shit.
All right. I love technology. That's my shit.
Okay.
So what he don't know is I left my SIM card in this old phone over here I put by this tree.
I better be a smart little bastard, man. Shit.
Yeah, that's why I'm afraid to have. I'm this man. I got a
If
little.
you smart, you
guy
think
I'm
you gonna
looking
have
at
a kid
right
that's
now
not smart, they pick up
that
from
do it
you.
in the right
I
way.
pray
so.
for a boy. I pray for a boy.
Hey, don't do that.
Pray for a boy.
God gives you, but people do that and don't want them.
I don't know. I tell you, hey, you get what you get and don't have a fit, but hey,
You get what you get. Don't
praying
have
for a
to fit.
boy.
I had a boy first, so
I would love
Nice.
mini me. For real.
That'd be dope.
That's a blessing.
yeah, that is a blessing because you got that.
Once again, shout
It
out.
don't matter.
One more shout out without even having to say it. Brother Mark Nairn's sponsorship.
Where we at? Hey man, you
For
gotta get a
sponsorship.
360 little quick view of these walls real quick.
I know, but I'm gonna do a little thing of that for the. I guess for.
I'm gonna do a piece from the show. This is the piece from the show.
Okay, well, we'll show you the piece from the show most definitely. He's working on that right now. So we also got to do a freestyle session. He said he'd be down to do it, which is dope. So I think we should do it. Y'all heard it? Let them know one more time where they can find everything at.
Y'all can find everything at thraxmusic.net. So I got my own website. So all the links will all be on there for you to know everything. And that's it.
That's right, easy to remember. Just go to the website and you can find everything else.
It is. Thraxmusic.net. Well, we're gonna listen to this track one more time. We're gonna have a little music break, probably like 2 tracks or something. And actually, shout out Brother Metro Black. He sent me some music, so I'm gonna play some of his stuff. I like some of his music, so we're gonna listen to some of his newer tracks. And yeah, we'll be back with a little freestyle session and turn up or turn around.
I can't say that. Mark, I bought some Shabrinsky. I bought some Shabrinsky. Some like super hard shit to get in California. Look. No, I said I brought some.
Take a little after that we're done then?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a fan.
You fuck with it? Yeah.
They find a way to do something like this. You see how cool that would be? We can't hold it, but I just find something.
That's what's up. But you know, if you need this place furnished, I could probably get some couches.
I don't think they use this place.
I got you.
I mean,
Oh yeah, you like some blood too?
Foldable one. I'm trying to think of oh yeah, you can follow us at Warden's Midwest at everything. So we got a Gmail for inquiries. We got the Instagram where we do a lot of our behind the scenes stuff, which actually you cannot hear the freestyle here. You actually have to go to our Instagram, and we may post like longer videos on our IGTV. So that's where you got to see the freestyle, because it's behind the scenes stuff. You can't get everything on the air, you know what I mean? Some stuff is cooler than what it is there. So you got to go check that on the IGTV, and this is where you can catch the live feeds at and the full shows. So thank y'all so much for tuning in. And I'm gonna play 2 more tracks, and we'll get at you. Turn up and turn around.
You were talking about you the other night, the rigs and stuff you used to bring to the shows.
I still bring the rigs. I got like more rigs.
Dude, remember that green room in the back? That one that you were back there sitting on that table?
I put all those
Like that
comedians
better.
from where were they from?
That was
I can't remember where they were from. I put all of them on their first dads.
that was.
And I was fucking. You know, when you first meet people on dads, you gotta fuck with them a little bit.
Oh,
Get my high zone.
I was in Michigan in Kalamazoo at a house club, and they totally fucked with me. Just hold it as long as you can. And I was like, oh.
If you want, you call it in. You just pick it up.
Yeah, no, I don't carry the bigger one around no more because I broke.
Those are some crazy shows.
Yeah, they were.
Man, they
I remember
were.
he brought that alcohol over here when we were in the show. So I started cracking up. He said, you know, when he brought that big ass.
I said they all thought we were doing crack back there. It was so funny.
Oh yeah, that big ass friend. That's because a lot of people still working on dabs yet.
Nope. You're
That's what
right.
it was.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, there were some kids that were walking around with a wax full of nothing to smoke in them. That's just funny.
Say, man, we'll let you smoke this and you let us use your rig.
Fucking around saying all that for.
They're gonna be doing some kind of regular thing or I resolve dudes with this guy Scotty over in No Space in front. He does his shows and stuff, and they're gonna be doing like a Friday night thing there. He's like, I'm not sure what they're doing. Like something like this.
It'll be cool. I was thinking of doing some type of showcase here, so we might get into that. That's why I was like, I'd rather. I know they want to do like a residential thing. That'd be really cool. I'd rather just. I wouldn't want to do that here and record here too on us. Maybe. That's the thing. They can do that. Never want me on there. I'll come through, of course.
How you doing over there, DJ?
Right?
If you want, I'll just acapella.
Yeah, that would be fabulous. We're gonna start doing.
I was gonna play this one track and I was gonna do it. My bad.
Hey, we're doing.
I got
When do you start that?
I'm working it out. They are.
Let me know. I got a lot of pieces of spoken word. I know what you mean. Yeah, just tell it.
I ain't gonna say no names, can't come off a whack. I told him, delete my verses, you can't have that. Or I go shot with the aim, I'm talking shot rap. But the pen is mightier than the sword, homie. And my pen game better than your boards, homie. You do you, I keep it simple, metal got the recipe. Just like the kitchen, put in work, you gon' eat. Just cause I smell a lot, that don't mean it's sweet. Just cause I blow it loud, that don't mean I tweet. There he go, blowing her again. This just ain't weed, it's my medicine. They hella sick, but they still won't let me in. It's my greatness is contagion. I mean, my presence, when y'all take your steps. We in the same game, but that ability different levels. I crack the cool dog, you still at the intro. You at the intro. Same dude, little more loose. Too much sauce, milling out the juice. Who better? Stop lying, tell the truth. Check your tone, who you talking to. Only track that matters is the one I'm on. Talking about stay in your lane, tell them I'm out. Blazing every track, leaving out the y'all. Clock on the ball, said it's yours, ball. 10 toes down, how you stand by. Get it out the mud to white sand by. If you ain't here to win, then what you playing for?
10 toes down, fucking nine.
I ain't playing by. There he go, there he go.
It was the original pioneer.
Yeah, the whole track. My folks had that listen to that.
That was huge. That was dope. Every time.
I broke the code, dog, you still at the intro. All I ever do is flex out on these instrumentals. I even told them what the KAS is keep it simple. Stupid, focus the trap when I'm in a stroke the pen like a painter, I create bitch. They didn't see the vision, so I dismiss them. I blow the good just like it's religion. I run the game, tell you I'm official. AP without Leviani on the option. Spinning off the bullshit, DeAndre Hopkins. Again,
Smoke.
Metro, I'm a blaze you. The last bar is the only bar I don't like.
Special from Cali. They call that shit Shabinsky because that's the grower.
I don't really like purple.
Nah, it ain't purple. Smell that shit. Nah, I get what you're saying, but that ain't no purple.
That's right.
It's Shabinsky. It's
Stravinsky.
Stravinsky. Look it up.